Welcome, Mr. Matthew. How was your experience in India so far?
My experience in India was amazing. I can say India is a great country. India is multi cultures and diverse countries. India is also unforgettable country in terms of education, in terms of healthcare, in terms of energy solutions.
Mr. Matthew, we are aware that you are an active political leader and a social activist back in Democratic Republic of Congo. For the viewers who are watching this for the first time, could you please explain to us who you are and what do you do?
As you say, I'm from Democratic Republic of Congo. I'm a leader of social party in my country. This party is a party of majority, and in the past, I've just worked as advisor for higher education, and also I've worked as advisor for solidarity and national ministry of my country. Um, Apart from that, in the past, I've also worked as the director of a big organization, political organization in my country.
Mr. Matthew, you're a leader of a socio-democratic party called the National Conscience. Could you please tell us what are your political ideologies and your vision for the people of Congo?
Okay, our party, National Conscience Party, which is a social Democratic Party, deals with the idea to solve questions of development in our country. We are what we call uh, left center party. We defend the idea of the social democracy. That means what exactly? We need to put in to mix private and public. Yes. But we need that the state must play the major role to bring change in lives in terms of education, in terms of healthcare, in terms of bringing solutions to fight poverty in a country, in terms of being open to others' country for good diplomacy, in terms of finding solutions about some questions regarding security. That's why we think that our party is the answer to these questions, and we are fighting for that. As a young party, we have just one national deputy. We have just 1 year of existence, but we are fighting for the next election when we are going to run for next election. We have more than 10, more than 20 national deputy so that we can use our strengths in parliament to change the vision, to change things in order that people they can say, now we have a good party on power and our lives can change for better.
Mr. Matthew, you mentioned a very good point about security, and we are aware that there is currently occupation in Goma and Bukavu by the rebels. So, what do you propose to find a solution to fix this crisis?
In 2022, the President Tshisekedi called on youth of our country after Bunagana, a locality of our country, fell beneath the control of the rebels of M23, supported by Kagame regime. My party, our party, responded strongly to his call with a proposition as a proposal to solve the question, to solve the situation, as our recite to the crisis. We say that to solve this question, we need to organize what we call citizen forum so that all living forces of the country, majority, opposition, and those who are called forces for society to make things together to find what we call a single language against what it's happening, it's happened in at east of our country. We know that the president Tshisekedi keen on diplomacy, and we are sure that this position is good diplomacy to solve the question of security. But we think also we have to be open with other strategies. For instance, military strategy. We think that apart from diplomacy, we have not to avoid to be open up to other powers as Russian, as China, who can help us to solve the question. Because we know that behind Rwanda, there are other powers, and there is nothing to avoid to be open up to other powers to solve the question. And we think that till now, the proposal stays relevant. We need to fund a forum, citizen forum, to solve the question. Last week, myself, on behalf of my party, I wrote a letter, addressed a special memo to the President Tshisekedi. And in this memo, this special memo, I try to explain that we are ready to explain which solution we can find for our country. And we think that our voices can be heard if the president can receive us face to face, or the president can use his special advisor to meet us to explain to them solutions how to find a side to the crisis, security crisis at the east of our country.
That's good to hear. But the common question amongst all the people and also the people in the opposition is, maybe the president is doing all of this, the so called government of national unity, to build his strength to remain in power. So, what is your solution, or what is your opinion on this particular move that the president is taking? Do you support it? Do you want to be on the same boat with the president? Or do you want to fight a different solution, a battle, if this doesn't work out eventually?
We are member of a majority. We defend the position of president. But apart from being the member of majority, we need also to think how to help the president to keep his power strongly. That's why the letter or the special memo we have written uh, brings solutions. And we think that we are going to have a chance to share our ideas with the president, with others people which belong in the same family, majority family, to see how together we can fight stronger to find solution for the best of our populations, for the best for our country.
Mr. Matthew, so I understand that you're ready to do whatever it takes to help the president form the government of national unity. But just like the opposition, there is one other key player, and we've already seen the works of it on the ground. I'm talking about the Catholic Church, which has already started consultation. They too wanted to be part of this revolution. So could you please tell me about them? What are they doing? And if if the citizens of Congo should eventually end up supporting the opposition and the Catholic Church?
In Congo, we have three forces. We have opposition, we have majority, we have what we call forces of society. Forces of society, we have churches, we have associations, and so on. Among them, we have also Catholic Church. When the crisis started in the country, they did their best to meet the president and try to talk with him with the way we can find solution to solve the questions of security at the east of the country. And the president is an open man. He tried to receive them and to talk deeply concerning the ways they think that is best for the country to go forward to solve the question of security. And after, as the position of the government is not to talk directly with rebels, they have chosen to go and to meet rebels. And they suggested to president to talk directly with the rebels. That is not the position of the government. That is not also the position of my party. For us, there is what we call Luanda agreement. Luanda agreement deals about that all of rebels, they can just meet together and talk with the government, not to take just M23 apart for talking directly with the government. That is the point. Apart from that, as they have did that, they went to talk directly with rebels. Most of people they think that they are not neutral now for doing that. They think that they can not play the role to put people, to put parties together. My party, we have other solutions. We think that rebels, most of them, they are just in front, but beyond we have wonders. If they need to talk with the government, they have a solution. They have removed wonders in their organization so that they can have access to the government for talking and seeing the way we can find solutions. We suggest the forum, but the forum, citizen forum, means that this forum is for Congolese. You cannot have an organization. You said that the organization is fighting for the benefits of the country. But in this organization, you are using wonders to kill your own people, to rape women, and to do all of worst things in the country. We think that for them to be credible, they need first to stop collaboration with wonders so that we can hear them, we can talk with them, we can share with them, and we can share with all of people of our country, even if people from opposition, even if people from majority, even if people from what we call forces of society. Now, the president has chosen a special advisor to talk with everyone about the problem. We think that this is the time to everyone to be attentive, to be open for solutions, and to try to meet the advisor. Himself must also be open, must be so cooperative for listening ideas in terms of solutions brought by other parties. For instance, us, we have solutions. And we think that our voice will be heard because we wrote a letter, we wrote a special memo to the president in ways to find solution to this crisis of security at east of our country.
If the president accepts your proposal and decides to collaborate with you, would you be in a position to accept responsibility in a government of national unity? Because the expectations are going to be really big. So, what is your course of action?
First of all, I have to precise something. We need to do politics not for career. We have to do politics to solve social and development question of our society. If it's pleased to the president to choose us for responsibilities we are going to take it seriously. Why? The president has as what we call as a second mandate, and this government, national unity government, must be a government of solution, crisis government, and people who are going to work inside must be pragmatic, national, must be people who are caring about the population, about the situation of fighting at the east of our country. If it's pleased to the president to choose us, to give us responsibility, we'll take this with strongly responsibility and seriously to solve the question.
What if the president decides to do things by himself and not collaborate with you or accept or even look at your proposal? So, what would your response be in the upcoming election? How do you plan on taking things forward?
Directly, I will say that the President Tshisekedi is an open man. The President Tshisekedi is already ready to listen to people. And I'm sure, as himself has chosen an advisor to meet people for majority, opposition, and forces of society, I think that our voice will be heard. Otherwise, we'll just continue to support him with ideas till our country will find peace, deep peace.
That's it. Thank you so much for your precious time, Mr. Matthew. We really appreciate you giving us the answers to all of these important questions. And at the end of this conversation, I think the people of Congo should win.
Thank you so much for this occasion. I greet people of my country. I hope that there is a best for my country. We find peace. We are going to struggle and we are going to win against our enemies beyond the President Tshisekedi. Thank you.
Thank you.